How to be magnetic like singles Inferno Song Jia. If you watch the current season of Singles Inferno, similar to Jia, we saw Gyuri. She had this ice queen kind of persona. Similar to Jia, she wore feminine outfits with luxury brands and she embraced the persona of an ice queen. Like she wanted to exude mystery. However, she didn't achieve the same results as Jia. Why was that so? Initially, when they all came in, everybody was captivated by Gyuri's beauty. But then she came across as full of herself, and that seemed to be like she's faking confidence and self-esteem. And also her attempt to emulate Jia made her seem inauthentic. We are trying to be magnetic like her. That's the whole topic. But then you cannot be somebody else. Once you try to let go of yourself and become somebody else, you become inauthentic and the magnetism will be lost. Basically, you cannot be irresistible because you are trying to copy somebody else and people can see through it. Like the way she was dressing and everything, everybody knew that, oh, this is a fake Song Jia. Even though she has her own good qualities, because she tried to be somebody else, it became so apparent. When his son, who became the current it girl, it's crazy how God works, like how things can turn around. She was the it girl of this season, so she complimented Gyuri on her beauty. And then Gyuri responded with a confident smile, but she failed to reciprocate the compliment. Instead, she belittled her, saying that, oh, she does not think that she's confident. If you are actually self-assured and you are confident in yourself, you don't belittle other people, especially other girls. No, that's not what we do. And in trying to project a cool, mysterious, and dark feminine side, she started to seem like she was faking it. You thought that, oh, if I project this dark feminine, because we all think, oh, the guys like the dark feminine and those kind of things, cool, aloof, it's going to attract the male contestants. But no, that's not what happened. Because she tried to copy Jia, but she did not see the main thing that Jia was doing. Let's look at the power of small talk. Jia engaged with a man first by making herself approachable because she has the ice queen persona and she looks like she has the be resting face, that kind of resting face. So if you know you have that, you have to seem approachable by talking to people first that, oh, it's okay to talk to me, it's okay to approach me. And in contrast, Gyuri expected the men to come to her, which I get it. I really get it. Because I used to be like that. I'm like, oh, why should I go to men? The men should come to me. But then if you are this beautiful girl and you are unapproachable, you think the men will come to you. Like they are also afraid to be rejected. They think, oh, this girl is too pretty for me. So they are not also going to come. That is why the power of small talk is really needed. You have to make yourself approachable that, oh, it's safe to approach me, it's safe to talk to me. I mean, we are on a dating show. But then this passive stance that Gyuri took, it became across as intimidating to the men, and that hindered their communication. And let's look at competition. So we don't see other girls as competition. Like I remember, like there was one guy, right? He kept trying to, I don't know, humble me. So he kept trying to bring other girls as competition that, oh, look at this girl's body and the rest. Look at her. I'm like, oh, she's so beautiful. Like, we are not competition. We are allies. Like, we are all different. We are all unique. God made us unique. And that is where the magnetism comes. Embracing your uniqueness. You know who you are. You are not somebody else and somebody can never be you. So don't see other people as competition. Look at Gyuri, for instance. She wanted to come across as self-confident and the rest, but she belittled the other girls and like viewed them as less impressive. And confident individuals do not undermine other people. Look at Jia, for instance. Even though she said that she did not think of anybody as competition, her attitude towards others, how she related with the other girls, showed that even with the guys, how she relates with the guys, that's how she relates with the girls. Like there are some girls that, oh, they'll be all fun and bubbly around other girls, but then other guys, but when they are with the girls, they're like, don't talk to me kind of persona. But no, like literally no. Who you are with guys, that's how you have to also be with girls. That's how you be magnetic. Because we're not trying to be magnetic to just guys, but to everybody. Like you are this cheerful person to be around. You are irresistible. Everybody wants to be by you. Everybody wants to be your friend. That's what we are trying to aim for. So Jia, she maintained consistent positive energy with all genders. And Even scenes that she was with one girl, I've forgotten what her name was, but then the guy was showing so much interest in her. Whilst Jia was also there, he literally completely disregarded Jia. But then Jia did not mind. She even seemed to be rooting for them and kind of smiling. She did not think that, oh, he's not showing interest to me, so I'm not that girl, or I'm left out. No, it doesn't matter if he doesn't want me. Other people want me. And even if I don't get anybody here, there are people outside. You get it? Abundance mindset. Let's talk about personality. Jia revealed her personality early on, and she did not really solely rely on her looks. She has an abundance mindset, so she did not mind that if somebody disliked her. She knew that there are plenty of other opportunities. If I don't get anybody here, I'll get somebody out there. It doesn't matter. So later, Yuri, when she saw that the cool persona is not working, she took on a bubbly persona. And we don't know if it's her true persona or not. So when she took on the bubbly persona, because other girls too were very bubbly, that's when the guys started to pursue her. So it's not that the guys did not want to pursue her. They were just afraid of her. They were intimidated by her. And people have said about me a lot that I'm intimidating. So I've started giving more small talk nowadays. So afterwards, she became fixated on Minwoo over another guy that liked her more. And that led her to start competing with Shion, which is the girl that Minwoo seemed to like more. And that bruised her ego. And that made her lose self-control. And when she lost self-control, she started treating the guy like a kid. Like the words that she was speaking. Like, I told you to stay put. I don't like disobedient guys. Like, oh my gosh. When she treated him like a kid, she overlooked the love language of respect for men. If you want to be magnetic, you have to put some respect on your name. You have to put respect on your name, and you have to give out the respect to other people. If you do not respect other people and you just treat anybody anyhow, nobody will want to be by you, and you are not able to attract anybody either. Seriously, men value respect even more than love. Women want love, men want respect. It's that simple. Once you disrespect a guy, there's no going back. So be careful of how you talk. And why was she behaving like that? Because she was afraid. I think maybe she has never been rejected, so she was like, oh, could you choose her over me? Like, make it make sense. But that shows a lack of self-esteem. Like, if you know you're that girl, who cares if somebody doesn't choose you? Okay, thank you, next. Maybe that's good for you. So you can go your way. That's fine. A woman confident in her allure, she leans back and she allows the man to come to her, like Jia did. So, like Jia writes, her approach was throwing a handkerchief with small talk at the beginning, like I said, and she lets the men approach naturally. Even when, at the beginning, the guy that she left the island with, Hyunjun, things that were not really working out with them because it seemed like they were very similar. But Jia did not force the situation. She reassured him of her favorite, like that he was her favorite. But she had an abundance mindset that even if he thinks things are not working out, she explored her other options. And eventually, Hyunjun saw that no, Jia is the one that I like. So that's the approach Gyuri should have taken. If Minwoo seems to like Shion more, okay, that's fine. But don't call him disobedient and oh my gosh, girl. And she's like, she will never be caught dead with him. The language. I know it might hurt because it seemed like she was sick and then she came back and then it happened. So of course you'll be hurt by it. But like what was the name? The 8th girl of the season. When the guy, Kwang Hee, this guy was such a playboy, man. He was just toying around with her and then she got angry. But before she was about to speak, she was quiet. For like a few seconds, I really admired that. Because if she was not quiet, she would have just lashed out on him. But she was quiet, looking into his eyes, just gazing at him. And then he was so uncomfortable. So he knew that she was really mad before she spoke her feelings out. So it made her seem like her feelings, like he could not say anything about it because it was valid. This girl has kept quiet, she has collected her thoughts, and she spoke with maturity. That's what Gyuri should have done. But you could tell that she was in her wounded feminine. So a wounded feminine is the energy a woman puts out when like she feels like she's entitled. She thinks that things has to come her way, or it's either her way or the highway. And she does things from a place of trying to feel worthy. Like she wants to feel validated by other people. So when other people bruise her ego, she doesn't feel that validation. And she thinks, like she thinks low of herself. So once she feels insecure, she has to bring it to that same place. If she's hurt, you have to also be hurt. And her feminine energy collapses under the weight of her fear. So she became afraid. She became fearful that people are going to see me like I'm not that girl. Like he has bruised my ego. Like if he's choosing the other girl over me, that means I'm not who I think I am. So because of that, she has to lash out. So it made all the other things that she did when she was bringing out the public persona, it made it seem like everything she was doing was unauthentic. And the beginning side of what she was doing with that other girl was her true persona, even though it may not be the case. And people have been sending a lot of hate to her, and please don't send any hate to her. Seriously, no. Because I feel like she needs healing. I don't know what happened in her childhood or wherever that she wants to find validation. But that's not what we do here. We don't send hate. So what are Jia's feminine traits that make her magnetic? She's seductive. So she projects a sultry appeal without being overly sexy. No, she dresses nicely. It has a modest appeal to it, even though maybe not be completely modest. She possesses a quiet, flirty demeanor. She has this abundance mindset. She's mysterious and she gives herself self-love, and she gives it out to people too. She's not just about her. She practices self-love and she does not settle for less. And she encourages pursuit and leadership in the man. So she does not take control over the situation, saying that, you have to stay put. If it doesn't stay put, that's up to you. She's gentle and confident. So she exhibits a slow, soft, gentle approach. And she has quiet confidence through her body language, her posture, and her mannerisms. And her communication style is short and sweet gestures. And she drops the handkerchief with small talk. She does not say everything about her love life, but the things that she will say will want you begging for more. And if you want to see more analysis of Jia, I made a video on comparing her to Selgi, who was more of the light feminine, and Jia more of the dark feminine. But then do you know how you can actually be truly magnetic? How you can actually be truly magnetic is to know your worth. And how do you know your worth? By knowing that Christ died for you. By knowing that you are made uniquely and specially in God's eyes. That there's no one like you. God made you for a purpose, and you are God's masterpiece. That's how you can truly know your worth. That whoever you were in the past, all the things you've done, the bad things that you've done that are weighing on you, that is not letting you embrace your feminine energy, the forgiveness that you've not forgiven. When you know that in God you are a new creation, all things have passed away. And even if God forgave you of your sins, how can you not forgive other people? When you know all that, you're able to embrace your feminine energy in the fullest, how God made you, your godly femininity. That way you're able to be irresistible to everyone and anyone. Trust me. You are bought at a price. You are loved. So love others as you love yourself. If you want more information of how to be a godly feminine woman, make sure you subscribe, and I'll put a link above. Make sure you subscribe and watch the video that is coming up. And if you want a free ebook, For God So Loved You That He Gave His Only Son, so you and I will believe in Him and not perish, but have everlasting life.